Titled, Grandma Says, Don't Be Afraid to Be Different. You're right, I skipped one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was
Don't
bad.
make me get up before I have to.
Grandma's crabby. Go figure. All right, Cultivating the Creative Mind with Waldorf Education is next with Andy Brunson-Williams. Andy is a Mountain Sage Community School board member and a Waldorf Methods homeschooling parent. Welcome, Andy.
Hello. I'm really glad I had the opportunity to breathe in that last video, but I think I forgot my whole speech. So I'm Andy, and I just want to thank you all for showing up in your underwear today. It's really helping me out. I decided, this was my first Ignite speech, and I decided to come and sum up 100 years of an educational pedagogy in 5 minutes. So I promise you I will shamelessly exploit my children at every opportunity I get. So that's my beautiful daughter. Oh, she's so cute. So cultivating the creative mind with Waldorf education, what do I mean? The best way I can relate this is cultivating the creative mind is a very similar process to cultivating a garden. I love gardening and I love Waldorf. So the first thing you want to do when you get gardening is you want to prepare your soil. You got to get dirty. You get in there, add some compost, mix up that earth. Yeah, so the way that you relate this to Waldorf education is early childhood and kindergartens that are play-based. You want to lay the foundation for later learning with play. Our kindergartens don't look like the kindergartens we went to, except maybe Rex, because he's, 10. But the kindergartens that we have today are highly academic, and we have research that shows that direct instruction in early years actually hinders later learning. And so childhood experts are sort of baffled. Why are we doing this to our children? Why are we pushing them so hard in kindergarten? So now that you have properly prepared your soil with this play-based kindergarten, it's time to plant your seed. So you're not going to fly to Alaska in the middle of January and dig 5 feet under the ice and plant your seed. You won't grow tomatoes that way. Don't call me up. Don't ask me why it's not working. It's not going to. Everyone who gardens knows it's about the proper time, the proper depth, and the proper conditions. And this is true of education. So how do you make sure that you're utilizing proper time, proper depth, and proper conditions? You want to use methods that are research-based. When you have an educational pedagogy that is 100 years old and more, you have the research that backs this up. We know what tools work. We know that using developmentally appropriate instruction works. Having an early childhood that's play-based, having a rigorous upper grades program works because the children aren't stressed out. They aren't overly anxious. They've had the time to prepare for that. And you want to use methods that are also research-based. We know the arts work. We know children do better with the arts in math, reading, and science, yet we're not utilizing this. And I'm not talking about a class here and there. I'm actually talking about using the methods in the classroom, having them integrated. And we know, too, that children need play, and not just children. Ruth Smith did a talk, I believe, in the last Ignite about the importance of play for adults. But play is important. It teaches social skills. It lays that foundation for children to actually absorb the material they've used and play in nature. So now you've got a wildly growing garden. It's time to tend it. Weed your garden, water your garden. How do we do this in Waldorf? Well, Waldorf education uses whole child assessment. I love this quote by Martin Luther King. We assess the child not just academically, but socially, emotionally, physically. This is incredibly important. And we assess them in a multitude of ways. Every parent will tell you that a test doesn't give you an accurate description of who their child is. You do this, you assess through teacher looping. This is on the rise in the United States. The teacher stays with the classroom many years. And we know this works. It develops deep mentorships with the children, a really great community for the children, and it allows tailorized instruction. So how do we know this works? PISA. Don't kick me off the stage. I swear it's not a bad word. Unless you're the United States, and maybe it is a bad word. You can see where we lie. It's Program for International Student Assessment. It takes 15-year-olds all over the world and tests them on how well they apply their knowledge. Finland is in blue. We're in green. What is Finland doing other than kicking our rear ends? Finland is utilizing some of these same techniques that Waldorf has used for over 100 years. The play-based kindergarten, the diverse arts integrated curriculum, whole child assessment, teacher looping, and my daughter's stank face, because it's just impressive. She's got a good one. So you've got really great vegetables. Harvest your garden. Anywhere you go and find Waldorf education, you find children that are engaged and excited about their learning. And that is how you really grow your very own healthy and organic Waldorf salad. That's cultivating the creative mind. I'm Andy. Thank you very much.